栄光を。
What's the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
Rude alert! Rude alert! Abandoned shop! This is not a daffodil! Repeat, this is not a daffodil!
probability factor of 1 to 1, we have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Dawn Bennett. He's dead, Dave. Everybody is dead. Everybody is dead, Dave.
Hey everybody, hello everybody, I got a cup of tea and it's Friday. I got a cup of tea and it's Friday. I've got a cup of tea. Hands up if you got a glass of milk. Shirato is in chat. Shirato is in chat. And the whiskey is here. Whiskey is here. Ooh, whiskey is here. Avian, hello Mr. Avian. Teeny tiny, the victorious tiny teeny person, the victorious teeny tiny lady, the teeny tiny victorious Laura is amazing and victorious, and she is in chat. We have, that's it. We've got 3 people in chat. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Is everybody well? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you 3. 3, 4. Yes, do not forget Shirato and the Whisk. The Shirato and the Whisk. And is not all that teeny. Yes, you are. Rumour has it you are 7'2", which is very, very funny and very comical. And I look forward to going. Hello, teeny tiny. How are you? 7'2", teeny tiny. We have a 7'2", teeny tiny, and a royal princess, empress of everything, living in Kensington, the Tari 2. Teeny tiny Tari 2. Teeny tiny Tari 2 victorious. Teeny tiny victorious teeny tiny Tari 2. How many more T's have we got? We got a target. Teeny tiny Tari 2 target. A target teeny tiny target. Teeny tiny target 2 victorious. Finally, someone Chris can look up to. I know. I've been looking down on people for so many years, and just be like, puh, peasant. Hannah, Sexy Science Hannah is in the house. Hello, Sexy Science Hannah. Texy Science Tanner. We have a teeny tiny Tari 2 Texy Science Tanner. Texy Science Tanner. A Tanner Texy Science is a tannerer. She tans things for a living. Waiting for Chris's alliteration to get him in trouble. Did you finish watching episode 3? Did I finish watching episode 1? I've not even done episode 1 yet. So, spoilers. I'm very, very sorry about this, but I have been... hang on. I have been watching my friend do an interview. So, moo on the loo, not doing a poo. Captain Tangaringo! Captain Tangaringo, Captain Tangaringo. The Tango Man is in the chat. How are you? Tavian, how are you? Is your try-day doing very, very well? Are we having a good try-day? I hope everybody's having a good try-day, because Taru2 and Teeny Tiny and Tanner are fantastic. And having a good day as well. Now, what are we doing? Is there anything... we got Warhammer Heroes. Hurry to nominate! Am I heroic? Am I heroic enough for a Warhammer hero? Had too many E numbers. No. I've just been sat painting painting things secretly all morning and recording videos for your perusal on my Patreon and YouTube in the coming weeks. And I'm just really happy and enjoying the fact that I get to stream and talk to you guys now rather than sit in silence. Damn it! I'm sorry, Hannah. Hannah. I will make it up to you, Hannah, by watching all 4 later. And then I will message you. It's a comedy? I was not expecting it to be a comedy. How long is the secret status applied for? The secret status is applied for approximately another week-ish, maybe? I don't know. Somewhere around there. What show is this? This is the Chris Frostin show. The Chris Show. We are here with the Chris Show. It is Friday. Welcome to the Chris Show. When the article goes up. No, not when the article goes up. The fact that it's hilarious comedy had me relieved because it's so much better than Game of Thrones. Oh, really? Really? I've been quite excited to kind of go back into Game of Thrones and watch Game of Thrones again. Because there was some really good writing and acting in that show, and I think we've forgotten how good it was because of the final episode-y season thingy. Is this the sword thingy? This is not a sword thingy, this is Teclis. So this here is Teclis. He's got a weird... I don't know. I mean, they've got cow elves, haven't they? And they've got cow mountain elf things in there. So that's a weird lion terracotta warrior with horns thing. So no, this is definitely not. This is not a sword. This is not a sword. If you were to ever look at this, I think generally if an Aborigine or some kind of tribes person who hasn't been in contact with civilization for like 300 years was shown that, I don't think they would say that was a sword. Forgive me if I'm wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong as well, but I don't think that could be confused by a sword. He is holding a tiny sword up there, but the tiny sword up at the top isn't really predominantly all of that. There are a few swords in the image, but this thing here is definitely not a sword. The lead actor is a big hunk of meat. Egg is amazing. It's hilarious. It's a refreshing show. Well, that's good. Teclis the failure. He did fail. He did definitely fail. Hannah, how are you now making me hungry for breakfast? Hannah makes everybody hungry for breakfast because Hannah eats so well. Rumour has it, H&N breaking news, Hannah is a good eater. She eats exceptionally well. Failed so many times that he had to leap off the wing of a tiger, eagle, terracotta warrior horn thing. Chris is enjoying himself. I always enjoy myself. I'm having a great Friday. I just had chicken fingers for breakfast. I do not eat. I do eat pretty healthy though. I was a whole food vegan for 10 years. What the hell is a whole food vegan? Whole food vegan. So does that mean you can only eat like single ingredient foods that aren't meaty or animal related? So basically you eat asparagus. So Hannah for 10 years ate asparagus. Like no junk food or processed foods. Hannah had asparagus and occasionally a cucumber. A cucumber was consumed by Sexy Science Hannah for many a time over the last 10 years. That is the HNN. The HNN breaking news for Friday. HNN breaking news for Friday is that Hannah consumed many a cucumber and asparagus over the last 10 years. But now you've had chicken fingers. Chicken fingers are good though. Chicken fingers are good. Chicken fingers dipped in, like, if you could do, like, you can get the chicken strips. So not the chicken breast. You can get like chicken strips, which is chicken breasts obviously sliced up, and then you can cover those in breadcrumbs and cornflakes and things, and put a little bit of paprika in the rub, and then you can make a really nice kind of like barbecue sauce and dip them into like a yummy sauce and have just like chicken finger dippies. Oh, so good, so good. It's been 2 years. It's been like 2 years since I went back to normal eating. So Hannah now eats normally. Is that normal as in American or normal as in the rest of the world? Do you now eat orange bread, or do you eat normal bread? Do you now eat bacon that doesn't have any meat on it, or do you eat like normal bacon? You don't eat bread very rarely. Is that yellow bread or normal bread? Teeny tiny, save me, teeny tiny Tory too. You eat artificier bacon. Artificier bacon. Are you an artificier? Is Sexy Science Hannah now a Sexy Science artificier as well? Are you an artificier? Hands up in chat if you are an artificier. If you are an artisan on the artificery trade skill route, then please let us know so that we can have and we can make some artificer bacon. You might be beyond my help. I don't know, like a couple of Smarties and I will come right back. I'll come right back. Just a couple of Smarties. I only need a couple of Smarties. Just a little bit of chocolate. Can I have some chocolate? Can I have some chocolate? Right, so, is there anything that's happening on Warhammer community today? There is a shining a light on the battle tome of Lumineth Realm Lords, blah blah blah. TLDR, the Lumineth Realm Lords battle tome is broken as shit. So if you are a Lumineth Realm Lords player, congratulations. No one give him sugar. Yeah, so congratulations if you're a Lumineth player. I'm going to grab out my Lumineth and go and play some games and just bitch slap everybody. It's going to be great. Warhammer Hero. Borky bork. We've got a Tinister Clank. Is it next year for the new AOS? Is it next year? Must be, because it wasn't this year, was it? So it was last year. So 3-year cycle, probably next year. Warhammer Heroes. Oh, look, we got lots of Warhammer Hero people. That's 2025's. Who's he? That looks like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is a Warhammer hero. Anyway, there we go. If anybody knows any Warhammer heroes, you can go there and you can nominate your hero. Nominate your hero. Awards evening. Ooh. I wonder where that was. Kind of looks somewhere familiar, but it's not going to be where I think it is. 47 days until the 11th edition release. 47? No, not 47 days. 47 days is really close. That's not going to be a thing. Let's all go nominate Chris. What have I done that's heroic? I just chat crap at you and hype up things that I like. Sorry, I meant reveal, not release. Maybe.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, it's a one-stop.
Activated.
It's a one-stop. You put it without shit. I mean, that is heroic. That is heroic. To be fair, To be fair, yes. Everybody go and say, I nominate Chris for putting up with our shit. Dan and Drew from Heroes Brush Hour are Warhammer heroes. They do really awesome stuff. Cool. Yeah, brilliant. Right, anyway, enough of that. Page from the back. There's nothing, is there? How are you, Stu? Oh, there is. There's another one. Face the change in Battletome Disciples of Tzeentch. I mean, yeah, it's just not a great book, though, is it? It just doesn't do anything. It just doesn't do anything. It's yet again, it's Battletome Zangor again. It's always Battletome Zangor. It's never anything interesting with some interesting mechanics. It's always just Battletome Zangor. All good, very excited for this weekend. Nice! Army is ready, very hyped. Fantastic. It looks so cool. These are gorgeous. I love these. Love these. It just doesn't do, the army just doesn't do anything. So you can cast through something else. It's just what's in the Tzeentch army other than Zangors or basic troops? Oh, loads of stuff. Where are we? Age of Sigmar. So Tzeentch, you've got horrors, you've got screamers, you've got flamers, you've got blue horrors and brimstone horrors, you've got all the Zangor stuff, you've got the Kyric acolytes, which are terrible. You've got the Chaos Spawn, you've got the Jade Obelisk, which are kind of cool, and then you've got all these little kind of random heroes. The Burning Chariot of Tzeentch, the Burning Chariot of Tzeentch, the Fate Skimmer as well, the Lord of Change and Kairos Fate Weaver. The Lord of Change does nothing. Anyway, this beside, yeah, I don't want to kind of start like, it's. I was dead excited. I was dead excited. Trash stream, go to Twitch. Hey, Buddy Fleming, how you doing? This is a trash stream. The Lord of Change does something. It looks badass. It does look badass. It does look cool. It does look good. It does look good. Does everybody on Twitch want to say hello to Buddy Fleming? Because he says this is a trash stream and go to Twitch. So everybody from Twitch, you can say hello to Buddy. Yeah, it does look cool. I mean, they are so good. I want more Mortal stuff. I really want more Mortal stuff. They need another Mortal unit. It would be really cool because, like, if you've got where's the Age of Sigmar Chaos? If you go to the Slanesh stuff, where's Slanesh? If you go to the Slanesh stuff, you've got all this Mortal stuff here. So you've got the Blizzbarb Seekers, you've got the Slangor Fiend Bloods, you've got the Blizzbarb Archers, you've got the Slick Blade Seekers. You got all this Mortal stuff, all the Mortal Twin Souls and the Painbringers and everything. I think it'd be really cool to get some more Mortal Tzeentch stuff. That would be awesome. Where is Perps? I don't know. I don't know where Perps is. Perps is probably on one of those. I quit. Head Knights are cool as fuck. I really like the Head Knights. Yeah, I like. It's challenging because I like a lot of the AOS stuff in a microcosm of what it is, in of itself. They used to be my favourite looking Chaos Army. What, the Tzeentch did, or the Head Knights? The Head Knights, they used to be your favourite? You would think Tzeentch could be a Gene Stealer cult analogue for AOS, have cultists be infiltrators and the like. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? That would be kind of cool. The Head Knights were... So why only used to be? Used to be because something else... the new Maggotkin are just the tits, no pun intended. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so there's another... Gene Stealer Cult. Speaking of Gene Stealer Cult, we've got a double drop. That's badass. We've got a double article drop. Where's the gunslinger? That's cool. That's terrible. That's cool. No. God, that's classic. There we go. That's badass. He needs a hat. That's cool as shit. Love his dagger as well. That's cool as shit as well. Yeah. No, there's the thing with things like this is there's not as much atmosphere as like that. Gene Stealer Eastwood is badass. Gene Stealer Eastwood is pretty epic, isn't he? I bet he doesn't blink when he fires his pistols either. I bet he's like Eastwood. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, Perps was a special lass, born bereft her thumb, lost a digit tending flock, now feeling awfully glum. Oh, Perps with 3 fingers, a copper in her glass, had 2 fingers less than most, she'll shove them up your ass.
Amazing. I will save that to replay when the purple spark appears. Whenever she doth appear, whenever the purple spark doth appear, and I will replay that for her. What she'll do that for free? She'll do it for free. Yeah. Anyway, not a lot going on today. There's not a lot going on today, and it is 4 o'clock as well. So it's not like there's going to be anything else that's dropped that will drop. It is Friday, isn't it? And they've not dropped anything. They usually drop something on a Friday. Maybe it's the AOS week and that's what the 2 Battletome articles are. Because that was Friday and that was Friday, wasn't it? God, it takes you 8 minutes to read that. 8 minutes? I suppose it is quite long. Oh, that's such a cool model. They've got such cool models. They've got such cool models. Look at that. He does nothing. Looks really cool, doesn't it, that? The yellow, the purple, the turquoise. Fantastic. I mean, if there's something really cool, they'll push it to Saturday, won't they? No, they never release anything on a Saturday. Saturday is just here, pre-order stuff. Didn't they do Mutts? Oh, was that last week? Mutts? Don't they drop something 2 hours from now? Do they drop something at 6? I thought 4 o'clock was the last drop that they do. Mutilators were on a Monday.
Silver, feeling down and lone, I tried to buy a punky, but I got the whole arm bone. Oh, Perps with 3 fingers never had a lot. She gave me all she had to give. 2 more than what I sought. Urged 2 more than what I bought. Oh, Perps with 3 fingers, said turn the music.
Yeah, Mutilators dropped on Monday. They don't drop anything on a Saturday or a Sunday. Nothing drops Saturday or Sunday unless there's a reveal show on a Saturday or a Sunday. And there's never been a reveal show on a Sunday. There's usually something that drops on a Friday, but I think the Friday thing is these 2. I think it's just these 2. Weekdays we look at the news at 12 Central typically. Weekdays we look at the news at 12 Central typically. New Defiler. Yeah, the Defiler will be Monday because the Mutilators were last Monday. So this Monday will be the New Defiler. That will get shown on this Monday. I'm just surprised. There's usually something like this. Well, I mean, we had Horus Heresy Thursday for a while. Do we need to play Purple's intro? Shall we play Purple's intro? Are you ready, Perps? Are you ready, Perps?
Oh, Perps was a special lass, born bereft her thumb, lost a digit tending flock, now feeling awfully glum. Oh, Perps with 3 fingers, a copper in her glass, had 2 fingers less than most. She'll shove them up your ass. I once gave her a silver, feeling down and lone. I tried to buy a punky, but I got the whole arm bone. Oh, perps with 3 fingers never had a lot. She gave me all she had to give. 2 more than what I sought. Oj, 2 more than what I bought. Oh, perps with 3 fingers, said turn the music.
Oh, fantastic. Do I have my music on? No, I don't. Yeah, fantastic. Only 43 minutes here, we're too early for music. Should have been turn the music on, you twat. So yeah, we've had a quick kind of a quick peruse of all the Warhammer Com stuff. And where's Discord? Let's get Discord up. Discord! 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 There's Discord. Ding! Check these out. Check that out. Check that out. You were doing important work stuff. Hey, Perbs. Just getting ahead of Olivia. Yeah, check that out. Check out Ventress with her polished shaft. Ventress has her polished shaft, a polished shaft, a polished shaft. Ventress has a polished shaft. Yes, yes, she does. Looking fabulous. It's really good, isn't it? It's really good. It's really good. Mold line! It's really cool. I like the orange. I like the orange down the lightsaber. Nicely done, Perpsicles. Nicely done, oh, let's cancel that. There we go. Nicely done, Perpsicles. Have we got any project planning? Oh, teeny tiny. Teeny tiny? Teeny tiny victorious. The victorious teeny tiny is going to be victorious with her vampires at some point in the very near future because she is teeny tiny spectacular. Wow. Yeah, they look great. They look great. Hello. 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 I know, I realised there were mould lines once I started painting and went, fuck, it's too late. Not repriming the whole model.
Ventress has her polished shaft, polished shaft, polished shaft. Ventress has her polished shaft, and she will put it up Chris's. You cheeky what's it? Yeah, that's fab, isn't it? That's really cool. The mould lines are in the lore. Oh, yes. Mould lines in the lore. Mould lines in the lore. These are very interesting bit messages. Hey, Sloth, how you doing? Yeah, I'm used to it, dude. I'm used to it. I am very used to it, Sloth. Sloth, Twitch chat use Olivia to abuse and make fun of me constantly, so it's fine. I'm used to it. I've only had this for 10 years. It's fine. I have very thick skin. And then this one as well. I just wanted to show that as well. So yeah, this is Sexy Science Hannah's Imperial Fist and Iron Warriors having a fight to find out who is superior. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, right, let's go to Pupper Painting. Let's go to Pupper Painting. Yes, we are painting a tank today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are painting a tank. The Woowa move is officially called the Hannah of Wrath. That's the finish. Is that the Imperial Fist finishing move? Is called the Hannah of Wrath. Chad asks me to show how much I hate Christopher, and I'm really happy to oblige. Fuck. Moo.
I mean, we know how you can all do it. We know how you can all do it. There's a page literally. There's literally a page on Warhammer Community. The Hanna of Wrath. The Hanna of Wrath would be cool, wouldn't it? Right, let's dust. Let's dust. Dusty dust dust. Dusty dust dust. Where's my dusting brush? My dusting brush, my dusting brush. Where is my dusting brush? It has gone away. Where is my dusting brush? My dusting brush, my dusting brush. Where is my dusting brush? It has gone away. I found my dusting brush, my dusting brush, my dusting brush. I have found my dusting brush. It is here.
If there was a page to vote for Warhammer Jerk, I'd vote for you at least 100 times, Christopher. Don't thank me.
Thank you very much. It's appreciated. Yeah. I would like to nominate Chris as a Warhammer hero because he puts up with our shit. He creates a community and an area in which we can take the piss out of him. I have found my dusting brush, my dusting brush, my dusting brush. I have found my dusting brush. Let's paint a tank. E-I-E-I-E-I-O, E-I-O, E-I-O. How's everybody been today? Has anybody got any stories from the Friday? We've got Stu, Mr. One Stop, who is ready for his tournament at the weekend, which is going to be very, very cool. I was so worried about the Iron Warriors game tomorrow that the Sorcerer in Terminator armor and the Terminator squad are going to rapid ingress on my Stern Guard until my teammates points out he can't put that many points in reserve. Nice. Nice. There we go. My dusting brush has dusted. My dusting brush has dusted, and now we will stop with the ridiculous communication comms and stuff and get some painting. Got big news. Dad's getting moved to the local hospital tonight so I can go to see him tomorrow. Oh, that's fantastic, Sinister. How much points can go into reserves? 50%. So if you're playing 1,000 points, you can only put 500 points in reserve. So a lot of the time, I mean, that's a problem in of itself, that somebody has taken more than 600 points worth in one unit. Sorry, 25%, isn't it? Yes, 25%, not even 50%. It used to be 50. Do 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 do. It got changed from 50% because there was so many kind of null deploying, so many situations of null deploying going on that people were not enjoying. It is 50%. I thought it was 50%. Warhammer 40, yeah, it's Warhammer 40,000, but it's Crusade version, so maybe the Crusade rules are slightly different. One stop. Does that include some special ability like the unit attached to this model can be put into the reserve at the end of the round or something like that? Possibly. Hey Silent, how are you doing? God, I need to remind myself of the 40k rules sometimes, because I used to be right up on 40k rules. I am slipping. I'm slipping to the point where One Stop has to correct me. Aren't null deployments a symptom of being able to be shot off the board turn 1? Redeploy ignores the reserve. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is, yes. So you can deploy everything and then you can redeploy one of them back up into reserve. That's what it is. Be right back. Poe is adorable. Aww. Haven't read a single 40k rulebook in over a decade. I was just thinking I might have cheated last weekend with my reserves. Looks like I was okay. Yeah, you can do some horrible stuff. From an opponent's point of view, you can do some really fun stuff from your point of view. I mean, you can only cheat if it's intentional, no? Debatable. Good, hope you do too. Awesome, yes, shall do. It's still wrong, it was not intentional, that's all. Cheating is an intentional act. Yeah, cheating is the title that we use to highlight when somebody has made an error. Whether it's intentional or not, therefore defines whether it's cheating or not, because cheating implies that they know about it. However, if you make a mistake and you don't know about it, it's still titled cheating, and probably wrongly so. She's sleeping and was dreaming and running and talking while dreaming. It's 25%, not 50. So is that a change in Crusade then? Core rules. I posted an adorable sleeping Poe picture. Oh. So you can, Hannah. However, there are some things that allow you to subvert that and avoid it. Which is one of the ways I did it in. One of the ways I did it in 8th as well. But others do too, so he thinks it's fine. There we go. Love it when the head is just like... Her head is like almost upside down asleep, isn't it? It's brilliant. Hi, Poe. Right. Okay, so we need to... What do we need to do on this? I need to add some chipping. And I need to decide how I'm going to do the chipping. Because the chipping on this is going to be... The chipping on... So normally, when you chip darker. But because this is already a dark model, well, I need to chip lighter. Which is going to be interesting to do. I have filled in that gap though, and I have also, because for some reason I've lost all of these. I don't know where they all are, so what I've done is I made, where is it? I made a blue stuff press mold of that part so that I can press in some putty and make that part for all the other tanks that I've got. So yeah, it's a tricky one. Right, so we need to chip away the transfers first. So we're going to do that in body color, and then we're going to chip away the actual damage, which would be quite cool. So we can do that. Right, we're going to do it with a shitty brush as well, because we don't need a good brush. And we'll probably use one of the mixers as well, so that will probably be the start of a chip. Actually interested from when I work on my Land Raiders. Are your Land Raiders black? Oh, I was talking to Rich about this. I've changed my palette paper recently, and it feels like I'm no longer fighting the palette, which is really weird, and I can't get my head around it. The Redgrass palette paper does not agree with how I paint. there's something about the red grass palette paper that doesn't agree with how I paint. I don't know what it is. It was doing my head in. And I was thinking it was me. I was like, it must be me. It's got to be me. Because nobody else struggles. Everybody else uses the red grass palette paper. And I've recently changed back to just normal baking paper, which is what I started painting with. It's so much simpler. Don't know what it was. Generally do not know what it is. The red grass paper is absolute garbage, but like loads of painters use it. Like Rich uses it. I don't understand why I couldn't get on with it. So I've gone back to baking paper, and it's I think it's to do with how much water it lets through. Like I think the baking paper lets through more water. Like I'm trying to brainstorm what it is. Trying to chip away carefully. And you also want to just add a little bit of paint to break up the square of the transfer paper as well, transfer sheet. Probably just familiarity. That's what I'm hoping it is. Like, but it's absolutely been doing my head in, because it feels like I've been fighting the palette and fighting the paint. It does something to the paint, and I don't understand what it does. And I think the baking paper lets through more water, and the red grass one, like I never have to add water to my mixers when I'm on baking paper. Whereas the red grass one, I had to constantly add water to it, and I constantly had to be like really accurate with how much water I added, because the dilution was so much more important on the red grass. I think that's what it was. It's the only thing I can think of. Do you soak your paper? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do everything that, like, it's not like my first rodeo or anything. And I have approaches. But anyway, I just couldn't get it working. So for the last few months, I've been really struggling with painting. And then I changed back to this, and I painted. I can't show you the model that I painted for another few days. But I painted a model with just baking paper again, and I was like, oh god, this is so nice. It's really weird to explain. It's just about how the paint comes off your brush. That's all it is. And for some reason, I'm really chipping this one. Wow, this is barely recognisable as a Raven Guard one, which is fine. There we go. So we can chip all that. Is the one here? There is one here. So yeah, anyway, I came to that conclusion a while ago that I didn't like using them, and I went back to baking paper, but I felt like I didn't give them enough of a chance, which is why I went back to them. And also because it was a little bit like, well, Rich uses it, like loads of other people I know use that paper and it's fine. I don't think it's necessarily designed for kind of mini painting acrylics. Which I know is a weird thing to say, but anyway, it's just the way I thought because I'm not a painter as such, because I'm kind of learning the trade and everything, that that my painting would just evolve around, and I should work out. I mean, it just looks nicer on the palette. Oh, that's another thing as well. I want to change my stream as well, so the palette is there, just above my thing, so that I can almost kind of have a little bit of the palette in view. It's very difficult to do a palette cam. So I do want to change and have my palette up there rather than to the side, and that also helps with the microphone as well. But yeah, anyway, baking paper. It's basically Sainsbury's basic baking paper. That's all it is. And then all I do is I get the baking paper and I cut the roll in half with a bread knife, because cutting it in half is the width of the palette. So then I have 2 rolls, and I just cut the roll. Anyway, yes. So I just thought I would share. That little revelation, because honestly, it's like, you know how I've been doing lots of army painting recently, and I said, oh, I want to kind of get back into painting some Golden Demon stuff, and I haven't, because I was almost scared of not being able to put paint on a model properly. So we haven't really done any like really fine detail Golden Demon painting stuff, because I was struggling so much getting paint off the brush. So it was one of those occasions a few weeks ago where I just went, oh, I'll just try baking paper again. I'll just put some, because I've still got half a roll of the baking paper. I've still got half a roll of the baking paper, and I made the decision to just like persevere with the red grass stuff. So eventually, like, it was a couple of weeks ago, I was just like, oh, I'll just try the baking paper again, just for shits and giggles, and just to kind of put my mind at rest. And instantly it was like, oh, okay, I understand. What would you say is a good beginner category for Golden Demon? So a good beginner category for Golden Demon, it's a really good conversation. I would say Old World or Horus Heresy, specifically because what you want to do, and what I advocate for and advertise Golden Demon for being really good for, is improving your painting. So what you want to do, and what I try and say a lot of the time with Golden Demon, is that you want to pick a model that you really like and just keep painting it. Like, just keep picking it up, looking at it and going, well, actually, I think I could probably do that a little bit better, or that needs like a little bit more of a highlight, or I could probably smooth that blend out a little bit there. And you just keep picking it up and you keep painting it. Now, you could say there's a few things. Obviously, Warhammer 40,000 single miniature and AOS single miniature are categorically the most competitive categories. Historically, they've always been, and they are still categorically the most competitive. So if you enter into those, because it's a first, second, third competition, the standard is quite high, and therefore, like, it might not play out like this, but in theory, the fences that you have to get over to achieve each separate award, like commended, finalist, notable, and things like that, all those little things might be just a little bit higher than some of the other ones. And if it's your first time entering, you kind of want to have a little bit of a chance of something coming back of it, even if it's like Like the first thing I think is notable. So you want to be able to try and achieve that notable. The other thing you could do is paint something that's large, because the large scale stuff or the monsters are a little bit less competitive, mainly because you have to paint something that's this big to the same standard as something that is absolutely tiny, right? So you end up having to put a lot of time into that. Now if you were to pick a large model, you've then got a massive model to then keep picking up and going, oh, I could just do this a little bit better, but you've got to do this a little bit better across the whole model. So it's a bit more of a tricky one to do for your first time. Same with the things like units. So 40k unit or Age of Sigmar unit, you've got to do, oh, I'll just keep doing this model, but across 3 or 4 or 5 different models kind of thing. So I would say if you could do Horus Heresy, Old World, actually, and Necromunda and Blood Bowl, so one of those 4, because you could do a single mini for all of those 4. Necromunda, of course, is a little bit finer in scale, so you get a lot of fine scale things in Necromunda. So maybe it's going to be a little bit tricky to get these really kind of fine marks and lines in. It could be quite good to do something like Horus Heresy, because it's a very expressive. You have space to do expressive work on in terms of Space Marine armor, and then Old World you get loads of cool detail now as well on Old World. So I would probably say pick one of Old World, Necromunda, Horus Heresy or Blood Bowl. Find one model within one of those ranges that you really like, because you have to keep painting it. You have to want to be not excited, but you kind of have to want to be willing to pick it up over and over and over and over and over again. Remember, my Glorfindel took 6 weeks. Took 6 weeks of just picking up Glorfindel and keep painting him. And that was in a rush, because the model only came out 6 weeks before Golden Demon, and I decided I wanted to paint it for Golden Demon. So it takes a while. So you've got to pick one model and just kind of keep painting it. Like, it's probably best to pick. I don't want to say the smallest model, but something that's relatively small. Like, you don't want to do. I mean, a dreadnought. A dreadnought wouldn't work, because a dreadnought's in like the vehicle category anyway. But like Horus Heresy is such a wide category. You could end up doing like a tank for Horus Heresy. But I would pick a character for Horus Heresy. Same with Necromunda. Necromunda, you've got like a big free realm, but I would just pick one model, one character for Necromunda, one character for Blood Bowl, one character for Necromunda, one character for Horus Heresy, and one character for Old World. And I'd try not to do a mounted character for Old World. Just do a knight on foot or something and put it on a really nice plinth. So that's what I would say. If it's your first time going to Golden Demon or entering Golden Demon, that's what I'd say. And then at the end of entering and going to Golden Demon, hopefully you'll get like a little award, a notable or a commendable or a finalist pin or a Golden Demon. So after that, you've also got the best model you've ever painted, like categorically the best model you've ever painted, because you're not painting for yourself, you're painting for the competition. So you have to have your model. So maybe this model has to stand out and earn a right to be picked up and looked at and gone, oh, okay, that's really cool. I really like how he's done a slight little green tint on that gold there to show off that. And you can just kind of keep building and progressing. So yeah, that's what I would say. There you go. That's my thoughts. You have a Sat9 Terminator Praetor coming next week. That is about the largest model I would go. That's about the largest model I would go. That's quite an involved model. Thank you for putting it into Hannah units. The Redgrass palette, yeah, the Redgrass palette is amazing. So the actual palette, the actual Redgrass palette, the palette is obviously just a box, but the important bit about a wet palette is the sponge. And the sponge slash foam slash whatever it is on the Redgrass one is so dense, it holds so much water, it's fantastic. It's really, really good. Compare that to the Army Painter one, for instance, it's head and shoulders above. So the Redgrass palette itself is fantastic. I just don't like the paper. I don't like the paper. That's all it is. So there you go. There's my little conversation about Golden Demon. God, I wonder whether I could clip that off and put that on Instagram. Okay. Chip all that away. Chip all that away. Need to go up here and get some black into there because that's dark. So it's going to show up more. There we go. Thank you for putting it into Hannah units. It's also individual though. So many people claim it's impossible to get a point on your brush without lip pointing, and I've never had a problem with doing it. Yes. Yeah. I feel like it'd be Middle Earth or Old World. I wouldn't go Middle Earth. I wouldn't paint Middle Earth. Middle Earth. Honestly, let me just explain the Middle Earth thing. Let me just explain the Middle Earth thing and why I wouldn't recommend doing Middle Earth as your first Golden Demon entry.
It's a demonstration of
our power. Demetria Titania. Here is Demetria Titania.
Badr Aziz.
Badr Aziz.
Get another one, you moron.
I think I have one.
There's such a bad mould line on it, it feels like I'm sculpting. So Demetria Titania, okay? Space Marine, really cool. About the same size as, I mean, you can say Horus Heresy Terminator as well, right? Like Horus Heresy, 40k, Age of Sigmar, Old World. It's all this kind of large heroic stuff, right? And everything on this looks, if you know about painting eyes and everything on 40k minis, it's quite challenging. Like the eyes are quite small to try and get like the white and then the black and then the highlight in the black and things. It's all quite small. Doing all the details on things like this is quite small. So I wouldn't recommend doing Middle Earth for the first time because they're fucking tiny, guys. They're absolutely tiny. Like, categorically, that's as large as her leg. Cool Chaos Space Marine guy. And the eyes and the face are half the size. So if you try white eye, black dot and a highlight on those eyes for your first Golden Demon entry, I'd probably say come into Golden Demon at this level, at that scale. And then if you find out that you like painting like the really tiny stuff, then go and try a Middle Earth. But the Middle Earth stuff, honestly, is fucking tiny. It's absolutely tiny, and you still have to have the same level of refinement of blends and highlights and everything that you do on this one that you do on that. So yeah, I would skip Middle Earth for your first entry. Now, when I did Glorfindel, that wasn't my first Golden Demon. I've been entering Golden Demon since like 1996. Yeah, Middle Earth is 28mm pure scale. Middle Earth is, I think it might even be 25mm. But yeah, Middle Earth is 28mm pure scale. It's not heroic. Like, it's the only reason it's a tiny bit heroic is that occasionally, like, the sword is a bit more chunky than an actual sword, but that's more because that's about as thin and as small as you can cast in resin to have it repeatable. So yeah, Middle Earth is fucking tiny. You've wanted to paint a Middle-earth Golden Demon entry for a while. If you want to try it, by all means. Then they dropped Imrahil. I was struggling to figure out which one to paint. Well, where's Imrahil? Here's Imrahil. It's the same thing. Because Imrahil's gorgeous. Imrahil is shit. Imrahil is absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's do. Oh no, I can't pick. I nearly picked up completely the wrong model. Let's do this one. So this is tiny, right? Compared to a Space Marine, he's pretty small in terms of detail and everything that's going on to him. Like, I've got slight little bits of blue look. I've got a tiny little bit of blue highlight on that edge from this. He's quite small. And then there's his head. So that's his head. If you enjoy the Middle-earth scale, then by all means go for it. By all means go for it. Because you've got to be excited to pick the model up. So if you're excited to pick up it's not just the brushes though, it's all about it's more about paint application as well. So if your paint application is spot on and everything, then yeah, by all means, go try Middle-earth. I'm excited to see what you can do with one. I mean, it's not like you're an inexperienced painter either. Mannering, just paint a blueberry and follow Roman's guide. If you are good enough, you win a golden demon. Paint a blueberry? Enjoy the more traditional fantasy feeling of Jackson's vision. Yeah, I really like the Middle-earth stuff. Like, it's gorgeous. The Bronze Golden Demon winner in the US. A blueberry? Trilogy still holds up. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. We all know that. We all know the Lord of the Rings trilogy is amazing. But it will never happen again because of all the production that had to go into it. It's crazy. That film would never be made now. Right. Let's do some chipping. Okay, so we have a few bits we've got to do. Got to break up that blob. It might. I cling to hope. I mean, they had 30,000 orcs in Lord of the Rings, all in prosthetics and chainmail armor, which was handmade. So it would just be CGI'd now. Like, that is the last great Hollywood film on that scale, I think. Maybe in the future, Christopher Nolan, maybe, like for instance, he tends to try and do as much as he can in camera. Maybe he's going to do, or somebody down the line is going to kind of go back and not reimagine but revisit that kind of scale of stuff, because we're all so bored with the CGI of films. So maybe it's going to get revisited in the future, we don't know. But Denny Wood, maybe. We will see. We will see. Hopefully it'll come back, because I'm kind of fed up with the CGI formulaic stuff. I don't think it's particularly good. I did watch Send Help the other day. That was quite cool. But that was like a completely it's not even the same kind of conversation. Yeah, 100%. Like the Denny and Chris Nolan, they need to enthuse the next generation of filmmakers coming through. And to be fair, they probably need to enthuse the next generation, because the current generation coming through are the ones that are growing up with AI on their phones and everything. So they're going to be finding the shortcuts within filmmaking on that. And there might be like one outlier who's trying to hold on to stuff. But I don't think it's going to be long until movies don't sell and don't make stuff, don't make money for things like that. So they'll probably be almost forced to go back on it. But I think film needs to be rediscovered before we get a next generation of filmmakers coming through, I think. In my opinion. There we go. Right, so we need to get this one. So we need to get this. And we need to chip away. Chip away, ladies and gentlemen, chip away. Okay. I'm going to remove these for a while. And just try and work on the tank. Sinners felt like this generation's Dusk Till Dawn, felt back to basics. Warcraft, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Are you putting Warcraft in with Lord of the Rings? Sinners was so great. Sinners was pretty good. Charted #1 in the US. Warcraft was Warcraft, wasn't it? Like it didn't pretend to be anything that it wasn't. And it's also a little bit down to the critics, isn't it? Because if the critics don't hype up something and the media don't hype up a film that's coming out, then nobody's going to go and see it. It takes a. I mean, Terrifier 3 came out and like broke box office expectations. It's a shit film, but because it was talked about in like being the goriest and scariest and whatever, everybody went to see it, and then more people went to see it. Anything orc, it's fun to watch, nothing more, nothing less. Popcorn fantasy these days, marketing is everything. People just don't go to see. Okay, so I had this conversation with a guy on he does slasher talk on YouTube and Facebook.
No more killbots.
and he was talking about films that had poor marketing, or had marketing that if they were different, the film might have landed differently. Like the latest Daisy Ridley zombie film had been pitched as a zombie film, and it came out and it wasn't a zombie film. And kind of gone are the days of things like Fight Club. Fight Club came out, and that was, I can't even remember what Fight Club was pitched as, but it was pitched as something, and then everybody went to see the film, and it was just nothing like what the advert was. Like there was an advert, there was a trailer of it, like, oh, we're going to make soap, and like it was just weird what the trailers and everything were trying to represent Fight Club as. And then you went to see it, and it was nothing like it. And that was a completely different time as well, and a lot more kind of word of mouth back in the 90s rather than internet. And they were talking about what films had really weird marketing and whether that would change if they were slightly different. And the conversation of Abigail came up. Now, I fucking loved Abigail. Abigail was absolutely brilliant. Such a good film. Let me just click on that one, Manneringo. Oh yeah, that was open though, wasn't it? Yeah, that's open category. That wasn't a Golden Demon. Yes. Yeah. Very nice paint job. So Abigail came out. Now, what would have happened? Because all the marketing and trailers and everything were like, oh, Abigail's a vampire. So the YouTube video and the Facebook video and the reel and TikTok or whatever you want to call it was, what would Abigail have been like if the marketing didn't mention at all that she was a vampire? And is that the fault of the marketing to think, okay, we need to get people into this film? How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to have to reveal that she is actually a vampire, because everybody wants to go and see a vampire movie, or people are more likely to want to go and see a vampire movie rather than go and see a kid being kidnapped movie. So is that the marketing's problem of, and then marketing has to pitch the movies in the right spot. What was the one that came out recently that was like mega hyped up? Running Man. Running Man was like mega hyped up, and there was marketing all over the place because it was obviously the next big Hollywood blockbuster, and nobody went to see it. Films is an interesting conversation, because you have to remember that it's en masse. Like you can't kind of think, oh well, I liked it and I told my mate about it and he went to see it. Yeah, well, that's two people. Like we want like 200 million people going to see it. You have to get the masses interested in it. And how do you do that? Do you have to find the route in? Like when they did the Snyder Justice League cut and they revealed that Darkseid was in it in the trailer, was that a mistake, or would that have been better staying in the cinema? Like how much of a trailer do we need to see? Like, the marketing for He-Man has already like done some weird things. Like people are talking about the he/him badge more than they are about actual He-Man film. Now, is that bad on the marketing point of view, or is it the fact that because they've done it now, millions and millions of people are actually talking about He-Man? Do you want people talking about He-Man, like the no promotion is bad promotion? Because you've got to make people aware of your film, right? And if they just released a He-Man film, then it would be like the 40-year-olds who are like, oh, cool, He-Man. But you'd miss out on the 20-year-olds. So is it worth the risk to do he, him badge? Because the 40-year-olds are still going to go and see it because it's He-Man, or hopefully.
He-Man? Stop with that woke nonsense. It's man, alpha man.
And then you might get the 20-year-olds wanting to go as well. I don't know. Basically, there are people who are paid way more than us to decide what the marketing is going to be. People don't go to the cinema to see movies anymore. They go to the cinema if there's a specific movie that makes them go, as opposed to how it used to be. Though, yeah, you used to go to the cinema every Saturday, right? And you would go to the cinema on a Saturday and say, "Oh, right, okay, what's on this Saturday? Oh, let's go see that." Whereas now it's, shit, I can't think of the name. Odyssey. Odyssey's coming out. I'm going to go and see Odyssey. And that might be the first time I go to the cinema this year because I want to go and see Odyssey. Oh, it is 100% a joke, Cookie. It's totally a joke. But is it like it's not like it annoyed me. It's just like, for fuck's sake, I don't care about that. I want to go to Eternia. Like, I was disappointed that they had to pitch He-Man on Earth. Like, just throw me straight. Trust that I understand that if you throw me into Eternia, I'm going to work out and figure out what's going on. Like, that's the bit about that trailer that I was really disappointed by. The fact that they don't trust the audience to go, oh, okay, we're in a fantasy world, we're in Eternia, okay, cool, teach me about Eternia. I don't need the way in for Adam being kicked out to Earth to protect him and he's now working in an HR department with a shitty boss. Like, I don't need to relate. I don't need to relate to the Prince of Eternia. So, yeah. You did go and see Dune and Dune 2. Everyone else, remember the Dolph Lundgren one, also on Earth? Yes, that was the other way around there, wasn't it? That was Eternia first and then they got kicked to Earth. But again, that's like trying to find a way to... and that was a different time, wasn't it? So that was trying to find a way to get people interested in and invested in He-Man for another reason. But yeah, I maybe there's a little bit of that. The script has to guide the audience rather than the visuals now, because nobody's actually watching the movie, so the script has to guide everybody. Maybe there's a bit of that going on as well. He doesn't look very He-Man-y either, does he, really? That's just another complete byproduct. Just a total side comment. He doesn't look very He-Man-y. For all the CGI they've used, I thought they might jack him up a bit. My worry is Jared Leto as Skeletor. Why are you worried about that? Are you worried by the impact of him? Because he's all CGI, by the looks of it. So they can make his performance whatever they want. Are you worried because we don't get this over here? We don't get the old Jared Leto's a dick. Cause, like, I had this conversation on stream the other day because it was brought up on a podcast I saw an excerpt from, that Jared Leto's a dick, and I'm like, is he? Oh, I didn't know that. So that hasn't travelled. The movie will be crap and it will still make a great return on investment. Somehow, yes, Hannah, somehow. Because I'll still watch it. And what does that say? Tron Ares cookie was shocking. You missed absolutely nothing from that. It was a very poor film. Now I need to find where to watch Masters of the Universe again. Netflix. As far as I know, anyway. Masters of the Universe Revelation. So that's the. This is the Kevin Smith one. So the Kevin Smith. Yes, I have started. The Kevin Smith one's actually very good. Oh, the 1987 one. Okay, so you want that one. If you wanted the old He-Man, that would be really cool. What the hell is that one?
The universe is always in danger.
When did that come out?
Bad thing.
2022.
Bad things happen.
Is this actually He-Man or is it She-Ra?
We have to save Eternia. We can't afford to fail.
Whatever decision you make, He-Man, I trust it will be the right one. These snakes are a threat to all Eternia.
The sigil re-zombifies those zombies.
I'm sorry, this is just fucking badass.
King Grayskull had to use Havoc to defeat the snakes. Does that mean we will too?
King Grayskull crossed an unforgivable line when he embraced Havoc.
He did it to save Eternia, clearly.
that's so cool.
Even for kings it comes.
Battle Angel, yeah, Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel 2 is very soon, isn't it?
Adam, or is He-Man? Because it cannot be both.
I'll never be half the man or king my father was.
Eternia needs a king.
Why would the power reveal itself to me if I was destined to give it up?
I know where my talents lie. On the throne of Eternos. Time for a revolution.
He's not Skeletor anymore. He's more powerful than ever. I'm here to ask for help.
Tila! Beastman!
We know how powerful a little magic can be. It's not about what you hold in your hand, but what you hold in your heart.
That's fucking badass. I'm sorry, that's absolutely badass. That's so badass. I need to watch that again. He's not Skeletor anymore, he's Galvatron. Oops, wrong toy. To be clear, Jared Leto is a pedo and a sexual assaulter. Well, wow, okay. I did not realise it went that far. Alita was such a cool film. Yes, I enjoyed the Hordoc and the in the updated She-Ra series. The cat talks. He's my Spider-Man. Cool. Right, let's do some more chippy tappy. So we got that one, so we now need to go one step higher. So one step higher is the pale grey blue. There we go, so this one. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 5 o'clock. Alright, I've only got another hour. Because I do have some videos I need to finish today as well. So many videos I need to do over the weekend. Okay, so now with this, we should be able to just chip away a little bit more. accurately. I'm just trying to find chips and just highlight the chips. See, I don't know whether this is even worth it. Chips, good idea. I knew I was hungry. Evening, nice tank you got there. Hey Max, how you doing, Max? Yeah, I'm gonna have fish and chips tonight. Is that needed? I don't know whether it's needed. Right, let's go back because we need to. Since I got a job, I can have 4 plastic models working on the glazing I asked about. Nice! Chips, 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 chips. Chips for sure. Nice one, Max. Louise put out a really nice glazing video the other day. Absolutely recommend it for anyone getting into it. Yep. Check out Rogue Hobbies, the glazing thing. Louise does really good stuff like that because she doesn't. She creates like, I don't want to say like actual content, but she creates like specific content, whereas I create content around the thing that I'm doing at the moment. So it was really cool to see that glazing video. That was needed by the community. Sort of problem. I was actually going to check it out. Nice one. Yeah, definitely check it out. Lou's awesome. We like Lou. Also, a quick shout out for my YouTube as well, and obviously my Patreon. If you want some more in-depth conversations about what I'm painting and what I'm converting and things. Yeah, I think this is as light as I want to go. So now we can, I think. Yeah, that's what you do, isn't it? Aw, Cookie. That's very kind of you, thank you. Well, Cookie, I'm going to blow your mind with the next conversion I'm doing. So make sure you drop a Patreon like to see that one. Because that's going to be a cracker. I'm doing that this weekend. Is it Pedro Cantor? No, sadly not. Sadly not. Luna is making a mushroom. Luna's making a mushroom? It's an ultramarine. It's not an ultramarine. He will get his day. Pedro Cantor. Luna Austin. Luna Austin. Do 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 do. Oh, bacon. Cool. Why a mushroom? I was until I realised that they weren't landing on it. So it's not as sexy sciencey as I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to land on it, but they're just flying around the dark side. Why sandwich? When sandwich? Why sandwich? Why will you not make mushrooms? I don't need a mushroom. When sandwich? Why sandwich? Why chips? Why fish and chips? Why are you actually having fish and chips? Still a huge deal. It was a huge deal for the Apollo missions when they just orbited, and I think it still is. Fish and chips is self-explanatory. I mean, why fish and chips? Because fish and chips. Now the question is, when I do fish and chips tonight, do I have a slice of bread with it and have a chip butty? That's the question. That's the question. Yes, first time in 50 years. Yeah, I get that. I was very excited when I thought we were going back to the moon, but we're just going round the moon. Which is obviously a step, and I hear that the SpaceX to try and get the Starship to the moon is an awful lot of effort, which they've been struggling with. Fish and chips with pineapple. I don't think I've ever had pineapple with fish and chips. I've had pineapple with gammon. Never had pineapple with fish and chips. Right, I need to get... a very, very appropriately named exhaust manifold. I hadn't even realised it was happening. Maybe I've had pineapple in a fish taco. There is the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics tonight as well. I need to get an army picture of all my Raven Guard because they look cool and I want to get an army picture done. I do like my Imperial Guard for not having any metal on them. I think that's a really interesting kind of decision, painting decision. And I haven't gone that way on the Horus Heresy just for ease of actual painting, because you can just be a little bit lazy with true metallics. You just kind of paint representationally. Oh, that's supposed to be metal. Okay, cool. Just paint it a metal colour. Being very careful not to knock over the paint while I'm moving the tank around. Move that paint over a little bit further. So yeah, I'm going to watch opening ceremony tonight. I'm also going to watch the Night of the Seven Kingdoms because Hannah's already watched the first 3 episodes, so I need to catch up. You're missing the women's ice hockey right now. The women's ice hockey is on right now? I know the curling was on a couple of days ago. They had like the curling and the figure skating started early. And then it's Six Nations tomorrow, which is super cool. England playing the Six Nations tomorrow. Derby County play Ipswich tomorrow. That's also on Sky, so that's a big game. And during all of that, I've got to paint for 2 videos. I've got to do 2 videos worth of painting ASAP because I have quite a tight deadline, and I've obviously got to fit streams in around it as well, so thought I would stream now and then try and paint pretty much for the rest of the weekend after this. I'm going to be sat here. I've got to make sure I get up and stretch regularly. Sweden already won their game. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Can we have a Sweden-Finland final again, please? Starting before it opens feels sneaky. Yeah, I don't quite know why. I don't know why it's happened. Why is that a thing? And I probably have to do another Pantheon video this evening as well, because there should be a developer's diary come out today. So I need to do a Pantheon video for that. I'm still trying to break 1,000 followers on my Pantheon YouTube channel. So 1,000 is the benchmark, so that I can start getting more money from the ads on the Pantheon videos as well, which will be good. We're nearly there. I think I've got like 100 to go. So actually, if anybody isn't following my Pantheon one, if you could please follow my Pantheon one, just so that I can get to 1,000. That would be awesome. If you do exclamation mark Pantheon, it should take you there. It's MMO centric, so like if you feel free to unfollow me after I've hit 1,000, but I'm just trying to get to that 1,000 point. It's one of those frustrating things about YouTube is that I'm getting the views, but not everybody's subscribing. There we go, that looks pretty cool. Right, let's do, that definitely needs to be metallic. The Olympics are happening right now. They are indeed. It's quite good actually, because for the first time in a while, the Olympics are in a good time zone for us, as England, at least. They're over in Italy. World Skiing Body FIS aims to quash... What? What? What is that all about, dude? Does Neil Armstrong bike race during the Winter Olympics? Neil Armstrong? Elite ski jumpers undergo a full body scan to ensure their skin-tight suits do not have any extra material which would give them more lift as they soar through the air. The quatch is allowed to run to the bottom of the athlete's... Oh, wow! That was Lance Armstrong, Hannah, not Neil Armstrong. That's very funny. That is very funny. Somehow I think Hannah knows that as well. You can't be a sexy science Hannah and not. Don't believe everything Hannah says, Abraham Lincoln. I just realised I'm the only one in the entire office today. It's really nice. You've only just noticed, Sinister. It's nearly time to go home. It's like 6:30, dude. 2012 is the same year Lance Armstrong was stripped of his titles for using steroids. Coincidence? I think not. Henry Cavill is intensely vetting his Warhammer TV series script for lore accuracy. So according to new reporting, more new reporting obviously, Henry Cavill is doing everything he can to make sure that his Warhammer TV series is lore accurate as possible. First announced in December 22, Amazon Prime Video Warhammer 40,000 is set to star and be executive produced by the former Superman actor. Cavill has made his love for the beloved Turbo-Top Dame very apparent over the years, making his deep involvement in the project all the more justified. With scripts actively in the works, Cavill seems to be going the extra mile on the new streaming project. A news report from CN News describes some of the lengths that the series is going to, blah blah blah. This reportedly includes the actor staying up until 4 AM watching lore videos from the franchise to check the show's scripts for accuracy. One of the crew members described these efforts as lore audits conducted by the star, in which he personally reviewed minute details such as specific armour colours for chapters of and the universe's incredibly dense high gothic trimmings. I mean, just employ someone. Just employ someone. There's a department in Games Workshop that literally do this. Cavill's laborious late-night lore deep dives all seem to be from a place of genuine love for the franchise. The actor has spoken about his passion for the franchise even long before he signed on the Amazon Prime Video adaptation. In a December 2021 interview with... I mean, the thing... like, imagine if this drops and they do something wacky with the lore. I was the guy that bought all of the Warhammer Fantasy books, Fantasy Armies books, and all of the codexes just to read them. Cavill posted, calling this franchise a dream job opportunity. Yeah, but they've recently been fired. It's all just lore chud circle jerking. Yeah. So, you obviously have to be lore accurate, but you also have to tell a new story, right? You can't, unless we are just telling a story that's already been written. Like if it's an adaptation of Eisenhorn, which it doesn't sound like it is. It sounds like it is Space Marines, which is fair enough, I guess. Hopefully Eisenhorn can come later once they've realised that. I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll all watch it and be like, yay. What? Am I over 14 single? Am I being called out here? In theory you're right, but money makes people do stupid things. I know. I'm a little bit worried about it all. Because I think this is what they want to do. Like, that's what they want it to look like. So, yeah, Highlander, I'm quite excited by Highlander. Which is fine, like, that's fine. As long as... So, I hope that this is really successful. And then it means they can go and do things like Eisenhorn, or do, like imagine if they did the Infinite in the Divine. Like, go and do Infinite in the Divine, or Eisenhorn, or Beckwin, or something like that. Like, I want to see the universe from a human's point of view. Or Gaunt. Like, I want to be in the universe, but not as a Space Marine. If you think the first series is going to be anything other than a way to attract more people to the hobby, then I think you'll be disappointed. The good stuff yeah, I think it's, but on the flip side of that, it needs to you know when people write kids TV shows, and the kids love it because it's like all colourful and whatever, but the parents like watching it because there's in jokes and like there's little innuendos everywhere that makes the parents go like, just like a level of understanding above the, like, I kind of want that. I kind of want this to be that. Like, I kind of want it to be blood and gore all over the place, but just like, and I suppose that's where, but then that's not where he's, like, if he's reading through just checking that the fucking colours are right. I mean, that's just them kind of talking about it and saying, well, he's up until 4 AM watching lore videos. I mean, if they don't know what fucking colour an Ultramarine is, it's in the fucking colour is Ultramarine blue. But as long as it gives, as long as it gives us something, like Astartes was really good, wasn't it? Because it portrayed like the weight and the speed and like how cool Space Marines were in a really dark, evil setting. The secret level was pretty good, wasn't it? I seem to remember the secret level was quite good. So maybe, I don't know. Hopefully they can nail it. I just want it to be successful so we can have more, because I don't think this is the thing that I'm excited about because it's the first one. But I want what comes after this. Like, I'm most excited for the stuff that comes after this. I want to see the female custodies one. I want to see the Eisenhorn and the Gaunt's Ghost and the Beckwin. Like, I want to see all that stuff, I think. So yeah, I think that's the bit I'm excited about. Gasp! I dropped in to say hi and there's no painting happening. No, we got distracted for a second. Sorry, we are painting. I've been called out by Ruby. I better paint. There's no painting on Twitch. You should know that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm most excited for the possibilities going forward. Therefore, we need to make sure that series is successful. So we need to hype it up. We need to get excited by it. We need to get behind it. We need to stop bitch when We don't need to bitch about. Interestingly, we don't need to bitch about like when the Black Templars come out and there's slightly the wrong black. Like, let's just be excited that we've got a live action on-screen Warhammer universe started, and go from there. But I mean, the stories. There's plenty of stories in the universe. I'm sure they are talking to all the authors and everything. All right, and yes, I'm well, thank you, Ruby. Space Marine 2 movie. Oh God. Don't worry, I'm easily entertained. I am also easily entertained. And I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Amazon have had that many kind of failed series. The Rings of Power was absolutely like DOS attacked. It was just, everybody just crucified that en masse on ratings without even being a Tolkien fan. They were just like grasping to little bits of conversation that were going out and blowing it all out of proportion. I didn't particularly enjoy the second season. It was alright. I enjoyed all the way up to the final episode of the first season. And then after that I watched it because it was Lord of the Rings and it was Middle-earth, and I'm excited about Middle-earth and I like Middle-earth, but I don't think I was particularly invested in the second season as much as I thought I was going to be. But that's fine. Fallout, everybody seems to like Fallout. That seems to have been pretty successful. What's the one with Bella Ramsey? I've not watched that one. Reacher was really good. I really enjoyed Reacher, so that was a really cool adaptation. They don't tend to have failed series so much, but I think they do the same thing as Netflix does and kill an IP. Yeah, Last of Us. Oh, Last of Us is HBO, is it? Yeah, they do tend to. The two, like, I don't understand some of the things that have been killed by Netflix. And I don't know why. Why won't they? Why won't they do another Mindhunter? Like, why? Like, that's an amazing series. Like, some of the really good series on Netflix just get dropped for no apparent reason. It's ever so weird. But yeah, hopefully, because the scouring there's plenty to talk about in the scouring. I just hope it. I hope it doesn't become kind of what I was a bit disappointed about when I started reading the Horus Heresy books, where it was just all dialogue. It was just lots and lots of dialogue. I hope it doesn't become that, and I hope it is story by action, and story by what's happening on screen rather than story by dialogue. Reacher is good. Turned it off after a couple of episodes because it just felt like every scene was guided by what is so fucking cool to say now. No, Reacher, I really like Reacher. I really like Reacher. Don't worry, Tolkien fans, they are dragging poor Ian McKellen in front of a Greenstein again for the Gollum movie we all demanded. If Cavill is smart, he'll bring Stileski over to Warhammer after they finish with the Highlander. That would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be cool. Honestly, the Hobbit movies ended my interest in live-action Lord of the Rings. I like the Hobbit movies, I'm sorry. It was Middle-earth. It was Middle-earth. I can ignore the couple of bits that I hate about the Hobbit movies because it's Middle-earth and it's badass, and it's got Thranduil in it. And it's got badass Legolas in it, so yeah, it's probably the #1 story through action director currently working. I hope he kind of comes in, and that would be really cool. It's all dollars and not about how popular it is really. It's entirely to be about how much they can save by killing it versus how much they think they can make on another if the risk is worth giving up the tax cut. Thranduil, yeah, Thranduil was awesome. Thranduil was so good. Yeah, I've got Thranduil's sword. Thranduil's sword is over there. I need to get Thranduil's sword mounted up behind me somewhere. That's actually something that I should do. I should get that sorted out. I should get Thranduil's sword mounted up behind me. And then I also need to get Arundu. Definitely need to get that one because that my friend has that and it's just such a gorgeous sword. Yeah, he did absolutely nail that. Yeah, Mr. Pace was epic. And they gave him that sword as well at the end of it. It was really interesting how he kind of held that sword as well first time. Yeah, he was very good. So yeah, Hobbit's fine. I don't mind Hobbit. I don't mind Hobbit. And I play Middle-earth strategy battle game a lot. We've just done the kit review for the Dol Amroth. That's up on my YouTube. So if anybody's interested in the Dol Amroth stuff, there's a really cool kit review up on YouTube for that. What time is it? Okay, we've got 20 minutes, guys. What do we want to talk about for the last 20 minutes? What do we want to talk about? Anybody got any topics or questions they want to ask or bring up? I watched the kit review just to watch it, but I already knew I was going to buy all of it. Hydrate, thank you very much. I've got the last little bit of tea, so I can hydrate with the last bit of tea. Feels like I've got something stuck in my throat and I can't get rid of it. What do you want to talk about, Hannah? Yeah, it's like if you hate the Hobbit movies, like why do you hate the Hobbit movies? And if you hate the entire movie, and that's fine, but if you hate like one thing about it and you can't see past one thing to then enjoy the rest of the movie, then I'm a little bit kind of disappointed. Does anyone know the post-project depression? Just finished a model I'm really proud of and now it's tough to start again. The dopamine of being proud of myself is fading and man, ugh. Yeah, leave it for a bit. I did a big talk about this on Instagram, like you don't have to paint today. It's exactly the same as post-event depression. Post-event depression is exactly the same. The Monday after a weekend event where you're hanging out with your friends and just talking Warhammer and hyping about the models and like getting ideas for the next thing and everything. And you get to Monday and Stu, One Stop Wargaming, is in chat and he will know all about event depression. You are like completely fed up for the rest of the week because you're not hanging out and doing Warhammer with your friends. So yeah, it's you don't have to paint today. You do have to paint today, even though I'd rather sleep because I got to keep up with the escalation rat race. Do you, Hannah? I mean, yeah, you do. You do, because you need to bitch slap all these people who are bringing 18 knights to a fucking crusade campaign. You're smashing your painting out. So yeah, Chappie, that's completely normal. Do not base your hobby on what you see on Twitch. The fact that I turn up every day on Twitch and I paint something every day on Twitch does not mean that you have to paint something every day. I have to paint something every day because I Twitch stream every day. So I have to either get excited or think of something to paint, or it's a completely different process to a hobby. So yeah, I've spoken about this on Instagram. There's a big video on Instagram about it that I did. You don't have to paint today, it's fine. You finish a model, it's cool, sit back, look at it for a bit. A couple of days you'll be excited to paint again and that's fine. I paint something every day and you are the exception that proves the rule, dude. I paint something every day as well. Hannah's fists are gorgeous. Hannah's fists are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we do all love Hannah's fists. Yeah, it's not motivation. It's a completely different. It's not motivation. You are not motivated to paint every day. You are disciplined to paint every day. And if you want to, if that's how you do your hobbies, like some people go to the gym as a hobby. If you want to go to the gym as a hobby, you have to be disciplined to go to the gym every day. Not motivated to go to the gym every day. Completely different thing. If you want to be disciplined, if you want to paint every day because you have a goal to do something, it's no longer really a hobby. So you are approaching it in a different attitude, in a different way. You need to be disciplined to paint every day, not motivated to paint every day. And generally, if you're doing a hobby, for 99% of people who are doing a hobby, they need to be motivated and excited to paint, not disciplined to paint. No, motivation is not something you manufacture. Discipline is something you manufacture. Do not make joke about Hannah's fists. Everybody loves Hannah's fists. But the hobby is all about finding the balance between achieving your hobby goals and getting the relaxation and release. Yeah, exactly. It's a hobby. Like I say, people look at people on Twitch painting and they go, well, why don't I feel motivated? Well, why don't I feel like painting today? Like everybody else is painting. No, they're not. It's absolutely fine. I've spoken about this loads. Working with any social media for the first time might just bridge that. I mean, so if you've started an Instagram as well, then you're going to get the, I need to post every day. So that's a different kind of pressure. That's going to be a different kind of pressure. So you have to ask yourself, you have to ask yourself why you're doing this hobby, and you have to remember why you're doing the hobby. And social media pressure is not healthy for something that is a hobby, because then you'll feel pressured to post every day, therefore you have to paint every day. So yeah, anyway, yeah, just step back. As long as you need to write that down, chappy. You need to write that down and remind yourself of that, because that will change, I promise you. I really wanted to get a full day of painting in today, but not feeling motivated because I slept terribly the last 2 nights. Oh shit, Ruby, that's Rolly? Ruby's paint studio is Rolly? Hey Rolls. I didn't realise that, sorry. You've changed your name. I would like to give myself permission to not paint today, but also I'll be happy if I get some stuff done. Is that why you frowned while reading all of my messages? Frowned? Have I frowned? I didn't mean to be frowning.
but we can always build more killbots.
Have we had the... Have we had a bot restart? I didn't know that Rue changed her name. No, neither did I. Neither did I. We now have Ruby's Paint Studio.
Rude alert! Rude alert! Abandoned shop! This is not a daffodil.
Roly-poly anymore.
This is not a daffodil.
Congratulations, everybody. The bot has restarted. You all get your sound alerts again. Let me get back to my desk to check the bot. I mean, the bot's back, so... It's
Probability factor of 1 to 1. We have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Gordon Bennett, he's dead.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody is dead. Everybody is dead.
Dave. I need to split supper, don't I? I need to split supper. I said I needed to split supper, and I need to split Hannah's sound as well. I just need to split Hannah's intro just in half, because half of it I can get away with copyright, of it not being picked up by copyright. You love mine, it's so fun. Bots being silly. We have normality. Disney sucks. Disney sucks. BBC also really doesn't like Red Dwarf being talked about all the time. It's confirmed that somehow the bot died and restarted itself. Good bot. At least it restarted itself, Purples. I mean, that's good. No, you're not allowed to have a new entry sound. You are having that entry sound. I just need to cut it in half. I just need to get round to cutting it in half and stuff. It's fine. Like, I need to cut supper in half as well. Is it wrong to want the new Muppet Show is half as good as the OG show? Somehow the bot returned. Olivia, are you back? Is Olivia back? Olivia, do you want to announce that Ruby Roly has changed her name?
The bot was like, fuck Christopher, let me die. Oh fuck, I'm being restarted.
Olivia, is that what's going to happen to you? Muppet Treasure Island is the greatest of all times of Muppetverse.
Oh, Perps was a special lass, born bereft her thumb, lost a digit tending flock, now feeling awfully glummo. Perps with 3 fingers, a copper in her glass, had 2 fingers less than most, she'll shove them up your ass.
Hype training coming as well, excited. Actually, do the sound alerts, apply to the hype train? Can you do a sound alert? Does that trigger a hype train if you have, because we need 3 things to happen for a hype train. Does the do the sound alerts work?
I once gave her a silver, feeling down and lone. I tried to buy a pinky, but I got the whole arm bone. Oh, Perps with 3 fingers never had a lot. She gave me all she had to give. 2 more than what I sought. Oh, 2 more than what I bought.
You're feeling nostalgic for OG Muppet Show. I'm not a big fan of Seth Rogen. By the way, 3 fingers on each hand or 3 fingers total. I don't know. That's something for Olivia to confirm. Target, it does work. The USB disconnect. I'm glad I added that now. Cheers, Target. That's brilliant. Hype train. We have a sound alert hype train. We've never had a sound alert hype train before. Thank you very much, everybody. Sound alert hype train. Pretty sure it has. Well, it makes it the normal bits I get 100% of, but I think you pay a little bit more to buy them. Is that right? For the Emperor. For the Emperor! We had a few requests for sound alerts that we added yesterday. So there is a Borat one, as requested by Hannah. Hananimous requested a Borat. We had some Monty Python ones added. We had Red Dwarf theme tune added. We had the John Hamm dance. The John Hamm dance does get picked up by copyright, so I am going to have to disable the John Hamm dance. What else? Oh, we added a couple of Austin Powers ones. We added the Get in My Belly, so that one is now on there as a sound alert.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
I love that. That's so good. With frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. He's so cross. Sound alert, hype train. You are all epic. Thank you very much, everybody. Go, go, go. Play your favourite sound alert. Let's go. Let's hype train it up. You can also put it on a separate audio channel that won't get picked up on the YouTube side of things. And that's how I get around. Yes, I know. You had a girlfriend from Romania, but then she drunk. I'd make her talk like Borat. Oh no. Oh, Hannah. Where are we? 37%. 37% into level 1. You've got a minute and a half left. A minute and a half to try and get to level 2. Go, 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 everybody. Last stream of the week. Let's finish on a hype high. Hype high. A high hype. Holy shit. Well, that's one way to smash the hype train. Thank you very much, Purples. Thank you very much, Purples. Book Snail, Casca, Ben, Eyeglass, Ophelia, Robert, Glorious, Venk, Mr. Sin, Ford. Oh, welcome to the crypt. What absolute legends. Thank you very, very much indeed. Just to be clear, she grew up in the US, so didn't have the accent. But the way she talked about Romania, I could compare it to the town in Borat. What oh my god, that's pushed us straight to level 4, Purples. You've pushed us straight to level 4. That's insane. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There we go. Does look pretty good, doesn't it? Doesn't look bad at all. Just to be clear, she grew up, it was very nice. Boo doo doo doo. Very nice. It's very nice. Right. Unlock a random emote. Wonder what emotes we're going to get for that hype. Once the hype train finishes, everybody share your emotes. God, it does feel like I've got like a needle stuck in my throat. It's horrible. Okay, how much of that is going to be metal? I don't think a lot of that is going to be metal. That needs to be metal on the inside. Stop swallowing needles. I know. What was that? Was it literally called Swallow, that film? I think it was called Swallow. The one where the lady swallowed the needles. I think it was called Swallow. That was a weird horror film. Yeah, I've watched most horror films, by the way. So, last quick little shout out, if anybody wants to check out some of my Patreon videos in terms of how I'm converting and painting things, then do !Patreon in chat. If you are not following my Pantheon YouTube, could I just please ask you just to drop me a follow on that one, just until I can get to 1,000 subscribers, and then you're more than welcome to kind of unfollow. But I just need to get to 1,000 subscribers on that one. So !Pantheon, please drop me a follow on there. And then obviously we have Patreon and !YouTube to follow my hobby YouTube. So my painting YouTube is !YouTube. So if anybody is not following me on any of those, you can follow me for free on Patreon as well. And then if there's a post that goes up that you're interested in, you can then upgrade to see it. So if you could follow me on all of those, that would be amazing. Thank you very much, everybody. And there goes the camera. Perfect timing because we're just about to finish. So yeah, if you could just do a Pantheon, Patreon, and YouTube sub, that would be amazing. Chris is such a shill. Does Pantheon have fishing and cooking? It has cooking, it doesn't have fishing yet. It will have fishing soon. Choo choo! Thank you very much. Everybody post your emote. I got that one. I got that one. Thank you very much. So yeah, if everybody could just go follow on that. Like this is my Pantheon one, so I'm at 865. I need 135 followers, which I really kind of want to try and get to ASAP. So that would be awesome if you could just follow Pantheon, follow me on Patreon, and follow me on YouTube as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Right, I'm going to go make some dinner and try and clear. I don't know. I'm going to open and have a look in the mirror and see if there's anything stuck in the back of my throat, because it's definitely feels like there's something there. It's not nice. Ugh. I'm going to go make some fish and chips. And yeah, I'm going to be painting from now until Monday, because I have a Patreon video. Actually, I have 2 Patreon videos to do. So I have 2 Patreon videos to record this weekend, plus a YouTube video, at least 1 YouTube video, probably 3 YouTube videos for this weekend. Plus I have to finish painting another model. So I'm going to be recording all of that. It will be up on Patreon next week. And then I also want to do the missile, the underslung missile launcher conversion video. That will be up on my Patreon as well. So yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be fun. Yeah, dedicated transports do have to have something in it. It's a stupid rule. I don't know why they've done that, but yeah, it's dedicated transports with nothing in are dumb. Does Pantheon have fishing and cooking? Yeah, so fishing is coming in. Fishing, I think, is coming in the spring target, and cooking is already in. So you can already cook. Sarlor, no, not Sarlor. Khalida. Khalida, my enchanter, she's a chef. So she does cooking. Message me after you watch the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. Yes, I will have that on while I am recording, because if I'm doing painting recording I can have background music on, because I obviously have to do a voiceover for those videos. If I'm doing a conversion video I tend to do voiceovers as I'm doing those, so I will have to pause that. But yes, I will 100% let you know once I've watched the 3 episodes of the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah, I will... because I will bring 6 rhinos to block the board up and fuck you up. I mean, that's the problem with the game, Ruby. Like, I've got massive problems with 40k at the moment. It's shit. Yes, I don't mind that. Like, that's absolutely fine. I will outmaneuver you with 6 rhinos. That's not a problem. The renew episode, is it Sunday episode 4? Gotcha. Okay, cool. Right, I will catch you all later, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. I will see you all on Monday. I'm going to have some cool stuff on Monday to hopefully talk to you and show you about. Thank you very much for hanging out and watching me paint my rhino. I need to do the rest of the Volkite. I need to finish the Volkite. That is my... my Raven Guard are all Volkite. Like, as soon as you get a special weapon on the Raven Guard, it's always Volkite. It's quite scary how much Volkite is in the Raven Guard. Yeah, have an awesome afternoon, everybody. Should we go and see if there is anybody... Is there anybody around to raid? Retired is on. Froggy is painting. He's doing Trench Crusade. I'm not going to raid there. Just retired, isn't it? Froggy, Epic Duck. Let's do a retired. Retired 11B, is it? Yeah. Retired 11B. See you later, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you all in Discord. Make sure you chit chatter away in Discord, and I will be in there as well in between painting stuff.